Mike Jones here with Ken's brand new show going in. Let's get inside and check it all out.
Little George's #1 sight and sound source. Go to Ken's.
4K. Now, we talk about 4K on a monthly basis because it changes so much and so rapidly. Now, Sony has gotten so aggressive. This is the new 55X. It's an XBR, XBR being Sony's very best. And I love this new finish. This new brush to finish is very awesome. Multiple HDMI inputs. It's 4,000 lines of resolution, if I've never said that to you before. 8 million pixels. It is a smart panel, which is super nice. And let me tell you what's cool about this. I'm going to let David zoom in on this picture. I want you to look at this. It looks like you're filming him live, or you're watching this game live versus watching a production of it on ESPN in HD. Is that not crazy? And what that tells you is, like back in the old days when you tried to film a TV, it always had all that grain and movement in it. It's not that way. These things have now exceeded what the cameras can do. Now, in relation to price, listen to this. 4Ks now are in the $1,200 area. This new 55-inch is a 55-inch 4K Sony 15 model. Ready for this? $1,599. This was $2,200 last year. So for $1,600 basically you get this, and they have 0% financing for 2 years. Now, to give you an idea about size, that's 55. This is the new 55, which we talked about last month, that has the speakers built into it. Very, very awesome. Look at the clarity. Now, those speakers are ES, which is Sony's very best audio that you can possibly purchase. And right now, when you buy the 65, the 55, 65, and the 79, it comes with a wireless subwoofer that reacts with these when you buy the one with the speakers in it. Now, come around to this side. This is the 65. Then I've got the 79. And they come with or without the speakers. Now, saying with or without speakers does not mean they don't have sound. It means some of them have better sound than the other. So when you come into the Macon or the Warner Robins location, look at the prices very closely because the time for 4K is now. All right, now both the Macon and the Warner Robins location right now have a humongous Toshiba LED cell. Now, they come in all sizes, anywhere from 32 all the way up to 65, but the brand that we carry, the version that we carry with them is Cinema. Now, Cinema is their best. They make a bunch of different levels. We only carry the higher end products, mostly from longevity and service. That's what matters the most with us, and features galore. Now, this is a full-on smart panel. It's got a little home button right here that you'll tap. Watch this. And this comes up with Netflix and YouTube and Pandora and Hotlist Internet TV, and Media Share allows you, your smart device, to be able to stream all of your pictures and stuff, music and stuff up to the TV without having to plug it in, which is nice. I love the remote. It's super simple and easy to use. It has 4 HDMI inputs, plus a good old-fashioned composite for you folks that still have a VCR if you're even out there, if the clock's still blinking 12. But here's the deal. This is a $2,000 TV that is on sale for $1,294 for a 65-inch LED, and it qualifies for 0% interest for 12 or 24 months if that helps you. Listen to this. The wall mount for this is on sale for $88. So you can mount it on the wall, and then we have the professionals that'll come out and hide all the cables for whatever that price is depending on your home or business. Now, get in here and check these out. We got a 58-inch, 65-inch. I've got 50, 40, 32. This is a blast, a huge blast clearance sale for Toshiba Cinema, Macon, Warner Robins. Bam. All right, let me tell you, 2-channel for you guys that grew up in our era or earlier, if that's the right word. 2-channel is here regardless, and turntables have made a comeback huge in the last year and a half, and we have a package that is truly for the stereophonics out there, if you want to say that. Yamaha has reinvented their amplifiers. This is a 2-channel amp. No, it doesn't have surround sound. No, it doesn't have HDMI. It's just a good old-fashioned 200-watt RMS power amplifier. Sony came back with a 5-disc carousel, which has been gone for quite a while, so now you can load up your CDs. And then, yes, this is a Sony turntable, which I absolutely love. Even comes with a dust cover, if you remember those days. Yamaha, these are 3-way bookshelf speakers. Now listen, the retail of this setup is $949. Now, we have a special going right now, and let me let you hear this. I'm going to back this song up. Check this clarity out. This is nuts. Seriously? That's $599. Turntable, amplifier, CD player, 3-way bookshelf speakers. All right, Scion FRS and the Subaru BRZ are sports cars. I absolutely love them. We've done a bunch of these, and I've really enjoyed taking them apart and see what they're made of. Now, the cool thing about the car is they kept it back to basics. You know, it's a very lightweight car, sports car, and I bring that all to you to make sure you realize that what they also do is they put a very back to basics 1980s style stereo system in it. It sounded horrific, not terrific, horrific, like is in horrifying. We took these cars apart and we basically have learned exactly what will fit in here and still keep some space, because it's such a small vehicle that JL Audio makes a stealth box that fits in the trunk, and you can still use it as a trunk. So this is a JL system, and we did JL C2s in the front, which are really, really nice, and we did them in their factory grill, so nothing had to be modified, right? We did JL's 500 3-channel amp. That's right, I said 3-channel. It just came out. This made to run components in the front and made to run the subwoofer in the back, and has a crossover network and everything built in. It's a very small chassis. I'm going to show you all that in just a minute. Now, in the dash, Metra and Best Kits, they make this piece where you can put in your own radio to fill in the big gaping hole from Scion, now, which is Toyota. Now, this is Pioneer's new 4700 BHS, and this is top-notch 7-inch LED. It's AM, FM, CD, DVD, and you see that it's all smooth finish. Buttons are on the bottom, and the reason that is the DVD's behind the motorized door, which is super nice. These radios are going to typically run $399 to $499. Isn't that just super cool? It plays DVD and DivX video, which is nice. It does have a way for you to do USB, so you can plug in your phone or your smart device, but it also has Bluetooth, where you can talk wirelessly for safety, which is kind of a standard now in the world, but not in that price range. It really comes with so much for your money. Now, with that, you can also stream your music wirelessly in case you don't want to plug it in. So basically, you will have your unit, you turn it on. Here we go, we're going to play the Joker, but listen at the clarity.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love.
Isn't that nuts? Now, that's not just that type of music. You can play anything you want and it works, right? This gentleman said, I listen to country, I listen to rock, I listen to rap. He goes all over the map, and listen, it's there no matter what. Boom, listen. I believe his appetite for sound has been met. All right, you can see this is the FRS trunk, but what's cool about this is we've only used about 18% of this trunk, and look at this stealth box fit and finish. It fits absolutely flawlessly, and look, it mounts to the vehicle, right? So that way, if you ever had an accident or something, it doesn't start flying all over the place, which is cool. I love this protective grille, so you can't damage it. And this is the new series by JL called the 10TW3, which obviously by that little sound clip absolutely does the job. Now, that's the 500 3-channel, which I love. Look at the slim design. This is a new series called Hybrid, and what it does is it doesn't dissipate as much heat, so therefore it doesn't take as much power to make it run, and that baby's 500 watts. Now, I'm gonna back him up a little bit. Look at how much trunk that is. That is awesome. So when you come in, look at our JL menu and see if they have the right stealth box to fit your vehicle, because it's cool, because guess what? You can have bass and have space. Classic C10 Chevrolet pickup. I love this truck. I love the body style of the truck. I love the color of the truck. It's incredible. Now, when he came to us, he wanted more sound, and that's what we do. Now, check this out. Alpine's new 143 BT. Now, this is AM, FM, CD, USB, mini. It is Bluetooth. It is Bluetooth audio. I'm streaming music from this phone right now. And what's cool about this is he had the aftermarket vintage AC installed, so you had to kind of remove all that and then modify this metal dash to be able to put our radio in where the old radio was. So it's quite a bit of custom work to make this look like it was a factory installed radio, if there's such a thing in a classic C10 truck. Now, and on top of that, we had to build these kick pods, and this holds Alpine's new Type S 6.5 inch, and we had to extend them out because when you get into the fenders, it's not deep enough to put a nice speaker in there. These hold about 150 watts apiece, and that really does the job. And you can see my boys, they just work their magic. Now, under this seat, I'm sure you're seeing a cutaway, I've got a 250 watt amplifier. I've got the 200 watt amplifier built into the radio. And then we put a JL Audio 10 inch and a custom box under this seat because the gas tank in the C10s was behind the seat, right? You had no room for a box to have big boy sound. Now, listen, after all of that being spit out, keep it in mind, this is a $200 radio. This is a $200 amplifier. This is a $179 subwoofer. The speakers don't sell for $119. I'm just letting you know that this stuff is not crazy expensive to produce this sound. He said he wanted a little bit of sound, but he got a whole bunch of sound. And let me just tell you, that's the way the rocket scientists that work for us in the Macon and the Warner Robins Superstore do it. When they get in here, everything comes back together. Everything still feels very vintage, but you got that awesome modern killer sound. Alrighty. Let me tell you, what you are seeing from a clarity standpoint, and you see that color and that depth. Of course, the sound is there. This is Yamaha and Klipsch. This is one of our theaters between the Macon and the Warner Robins Superstore. But hear me out. That is a 10-foot image that you're seeing that clarity on. 10 foot. Okay, now, what you need to know about that is Sony's new projectors called SXRD. They are the ES series, which is the very best they make. They make them in 1080p. They make them in 4K, if you're wondering about that. Now, projectors have changed, folks. I have folks come in all the time and go, I just want a big flat panel because I'm not sure a projector will give me what I want. Yes, I will. Now, let me show you this thing. It is absolutely amazing. I'm going to turn this light up for you here. Look at this mama right here. This is the SXRD, the 40ES. I love this projector. Now, this is the 1080p version. They're calling them 2K now. And the 4Ks are available as well. Now, listen. Last year, the 4K version was $25,000. And it dropped to $8,000. Don't freak out over $25,000. Dropped to $8,000, which is still up there, but to me, worth every penny. Now, in the realm of that made this mama, which has the best picture I've ever seen. I own this projector in my theater. I say that because I can have any of them I want, and I own it because I can't find a better projector for the money, period. Now, with that, ready for this? This was $38.99 on their website, Sony.com. It is now $2,500 for a 2015 model that makes that clarity on a 10-foot image. You can't buy better for your theater for the money. It's impossible.
Justin Jones in the field reporting about Klipsch's new Premier series of speakers. Klipsch has completely redesigned all of their tower and surround speakers, making them even better than they were. Klipsch has carried on the copper cones, of course, that's what they're known for. They redesigned the tweeter. That's where the big work was done. This 1-inch silk dome tweeter now is unbelievable. The highs are untouchable, the mids are clean and crisp. All these subs now are ported in the back, delivering a tighter bass note. This particular theater has Yamaha separates. This is now your processing unit, so it's going to analyze the sound and give the speakers the distinct sound that it needs, and this is just brute force. An absolute massive power amplifier delivering great power to these speakers, which they need. Let's just let the speakers do the talking here for a second.
Sometimes the window guy is on the roof.
The highs are distinct, the bass is rumbling. Absolutely incredible. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
All right, now this is an iPad. We keep this display inside our stores. And the cool thing about an iPad or any type of smart tablet or smartphone is once you get Sonos, we've talked about Sonos so many times, it is an amazing music app / music for your home, music for your office, right? Check this out. So you come in here and on your smart device, you'll tap the Sonos button and there's what we're playing now. It allows me to have volume control. You see how it says patio and play one? Well, the reason that is you can control different zones in your house. You can even turn the volume up on one area, or you can turn the volume up on the other area, or you can turn the volume up together, which is really nice. Watch, it all connects up, right? There you go. And then what's cool is I can go back into my piece here, and it allows me to change my music around. You've seen these apps before, but it allows me to put all my apps in one. That's where the difference is with Sonos. So what you can do is you can have Pandora and Rhapsody and Spotify and Songs and everything XM and all of it, iHeartRadio, all in, and all the ones that are free stay free. They're just bunched into one conglomerate that keeps it super easy to operate. Now, Sonos starts at $199. Now, what that means is when you come in and buy the Play One, which is this piece, you connect it to your Wi-Fi in your home or your office, and then you have that streaming ability built into it, just plugs right into the wall, which is nice. Now these come in a Play One. I'm sure you're seeing a cutaway of a Play 3 and a Play 5, which are bigger versions of the Play One, which is nice, and they come in white and they come in black. So we have a lot of people say, well, what if I already have a music system in my house? So let's say you got a 6-year-old system that we put in your house 6 years ago and you want to get Sonos. Well, you buy a $349 part and just a little bit of time, and we'll come out there and set it all up and teach you how to use it. For 350 bucks, you're up and rolling. There's also a new piece that just came out called the Boost. And what the Boost does is for folks that have a weak internet and they want to be able to stream their music, you tie this into your internet and it boosts the signal so that you can have more coverage. Like if your master bedroom's one end and your kitchen's on the other end of the house, you can make everything work to have your music everywhere you want to go. All right, now in the Pros Sound store, our music store in Macon, which is right next to our other store in Macon, if you'll come out here and see Gary, we got Marshall going on, yay?
This is a great practice amp right here, 10 watts, the MG10, starting at $79. You go up to the 15 watt, the 30 watt, all the way around here to the 50 watt, and the 212 combo, which is 100 watts. With all of our Marshall combo amps right now, you come in and buy any amplifier, you get a premium cloth cable, a $30 value. You're going to get that free for buying a Marshall amplifier. Then we move over to the DSL series. This is the popular Marshall amps right here. This is all tube. This is what the combo guys, the guys playing gigs in clubs and things, this is what they like. This is the sound they're looking for. We go from a 5 watt to a 15 watt, all the way up to this 40 watt. The 40 watt, this is the quintessential amp that people really, really like in clubs. Come by, check it out, drive it. Okay, I may get in trouble for doing this, but for the next month, I've got a lot of Peavey electric guitar amplifiers in stock. I've got a lot of Peavey guitars in stock. So for the next month, what we're going to do is this. You come in and you buy any electric guitar amplifier. Check this out. Get a free Peavey Raptor Plus guitar. I've got them in a lot of different colors. Come in, pick your amplifier out. At the same time, get a free guitar. Okay, right now in stock, we've got a full array of Yamaha keyboards in, but what a lot of people don't realize is most of these keyboards have an amplifier with speakers built into them. You're only talking about 5 to 9 watts. Sometimes in certain applications, you need more volume. So what you do is you come right here. We've been out of these for a little while. We sell a lot of them. But these are keyboard amps. These are by Peavey right here, and I've got them in every size. I've got everything going from 100 watts all the way up to 350 watts. I've had many drummers come in and say, you know, I've got 1 or 2 sets of drums, but I need something that I can get in and out of a job very quickly. Also, some churches, they have what we call a very small footprint. They do not have a large area to put a big set of drums. This is Yamaha Stage Custom kit. This is known as the Bebop kit or a Jazz kit. You've got smaller drums in this kit. You've got an 18-inch bass drum, a 13-inch snare, a 12-inch mounted tom, and a 14-inch floor tom. Right now, I've got this. This is a lacquered kit. This is not a seamed kit. This is all sprayed lacquer. It comes with deluxe Yamaha stands, all the hardware that you need. Right now, we're running a special on this kit. You get this kit with all the hardware, the pedals, everything, and 5 sets of sticks for $5.99.
All right, now with security cameras, I'm fixing to show you a home that we just did. Now, because it is 111 miles away, I have their IP on here so you can get an idea how clear these cameras are. And you know, we don't have to poke around in their yard because a lot of people want to keep their privacy on that. You will love where HD is going. All right, now check this out. I mean, I don't know how well you can duplicate this, but now this is on my phone. We are seeing this family's home. Look at the detail of that. You can see the grains of sand. Now, this is a 1080p camera, 3 megapixel lens, and let me just tell you, I think it's too crazy, but just as the time has changed, you know, and as time has changed with security in the last 2 years, it has really, really doubled up. And when I say that, I mean resolution is clearer. You now can add audio where you can hear outside. You got a DVR that records 24/7, and this particular DVR has a 16 terabyte hard drive. So basically, if she has an issue and it's a month before she finds it because she has 10 acres of land out there, she'll be able to see what was going on. All right, now in this grid you see, now this is 16 cameras that we have available. This is the 9 grid, because you can do like a 4 grid or a single grid like I've showed you, and this is a 9 grid. And the coolest thing about this is this DVR is also outputting to all the flat panels in their home, and it allows them to see this grid, so if something goes bump in the night, they can see. But look at the clarity, even with 9 grids on this little bitty iPhone. Look at the camera detail. You can see everything that's going on. When our van was out in their parking lot, out in their driveway right there, I could see the logo, the phone number, and the address on our vans from 55 feet away. That just gives you some idea. So with this kind of detail, let me kind of go back to this. You know, as times have changed over time. Now we've been in business this is our 37th year in business. I'm going to show you a picture right now of my brother right before we became partners together, and that is an awesome way of just giving you an idea how long he and I have been a part of this. All we've ever done, it's in our blood, right? But going back to security, I'm just telling you, this is the time. There's no price you can put on security, and with the HD content that's out there now, you know, it's not that whole Bigfoot thing where everybody's blurry, right? Now it comes with a 2-year warranty, and it's in-house from Ken. So our techs will come out in there for 2 years at no charge to you. This house is 111 miles from here, just to give you some idea as how far we stretch out to take care of you. So the cameras on the estimates are free. I'm sure my number's coming up there. Let me just come out there and let's just evaluate what you need for you and your family and your business to be safe. All right, Wagers in Macon, Georgia, you've got to get out here and eat, get you a good drink, get your dance on. They just redid this place. It is awesome. All right, once you come in, you're at Wagers. Again, Wagers in Macon, Georgia, right by the Cadillac dealership behind Outback, just to give you kind of an area. But then this place is crazy cool. Now, we've worked for him 3 times in a row here, and the coolest, our relationship goes back to analog cabling for his TVs, if that gives you an idea how long we've been working for him. Now, in here, the coolest thing is he just redid this entire thing. New floors, new ceilings, new everything. I just really kind of polished the place up. It's got an awesome outdoor venue where you can go out and hang out when you come. He does games and sporting events and all kind of cool stuff like that. Now, this time he said, I need the lighting to be right. So we got sound. We did Yamaha and Peavey in here. We got TVs galore all over the place, so he can have up to 5 different shows if he chooses to going at the same time, which is really good on college game days and stuff like that. Now, we've got a 110-inch HD image over here in the corner, which works really, really well for the bigger show can be up there. But here's what we did this time. When they were redoing the walls and the ceilings, we came in pre-wired this. Check out this. This allows me to change the venue to any mood that I'm in, any brightness, any color. Look at that crazy red. You can do purple and blues, and he can make it as kind of just an overall effect. And it continues, if you'll follow me over here. Check this out, David. Over here, we've got 2 of the smaller type planter type shells, and I still, any type of control I want to have, I can change them to any color. I can sync them together, or I can play them all separately. Check that out. Check that out. That's not the sweet spot of this. And again, this place is beautiful. Look at the floors. Everything is nice. We eat here. My boys eat like hogs when they come over here, but check this out. We redid all the lighting in the bar. Now, check this out. All of that allows me to do any color I want. Do you see this? Is this nuts? Now, what you're not noticing is up on the top on the ceiling right here, we even installed these chandeliers that allows us to change them to what? Any color I want. It really keeps a really nice ambiance to back behind the bar. Now, Wagers in Macon, Georgia, they have hit a home run. I'm telling you, you need to get over here and see what they're made of. This is awesome.
Oh my gosh, Taylor, I am so excited about Celebrate Hope.
I know, it's coming up April 18th at the terminal station.
It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have
Sure is.
awesome food, 80s theme. Girls, where are y'all?
Where are y'all? Here we are. Oh my gosh, can I borrow your hairspray? Did y'all hear the Echo Speed is playing? Like, oh my gosh, Echo Speed and Pac-Man in an arcade.
Amazing, awesome.
So cool. And a
rad.
reverse raffle for $5,000 cash. Hello.
What are we doing here? What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's go, girls.
The 9th annual Celebrate Hope Back to the 80s, Saturday, April 18th. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Buy tickets at the door or visit jayshope.org.
It's gonna be totally rad.
All right, we are back at Martha Bowman on Bass Road in Macon, Georgia. Remember when I came in here, this thing was crazy. They were beating on everything, and they had basically cleaned this entire place out to start over. But remember what I said, they kind of redid the sanctuary without redoing the sanctuary, which is a big deal because they wanted to keep the feel and the look of Martha Bowman, which is awesome. And so they extended this stage and we kind of went through all that. But listen, I'm talking on one of their mics, and the reason I'm doing that is a lot of times when I come into a church, I'll let you hear music, but we also have to hear dialogue. Dialogue is so very important. Now, I am standing underneath their cluster, and there is zero hiss and zero feedback. That is the new JBL called the Control 28A. They came out with those about 8 years ago, and they redid them again last year. But listen, the first thing I came and served with these folks on their first night, and the first thing everybody was saying was, wow, we can finally hear, it's clear and it's clean, and that's the whole deal, right? Now, in this, remember I told you we had some floor boxes put in up here, and I'm gonna keep talking on this mic so you can get an idea how good it is. But you see here, this allows them to plug in their mics and monitors, and it's even got electrical and stuff. And with that being said, it's nice and clean, and more importantly, it's safe. You know, it'll last over time, which is what we wanna do. Now, they have flanking areas, if you can see right here, and David, I'm sorry, you have to follow me. Here we go. And these flanking areas, we needed to have sound as well. So we put the Baby Control series, look at there in the corner, but we tucked them in so you wouldn't have that appearance of something hanging off the ceiling. Before, they had a speaker hanging off the ceiling here, and it was kind of an eyesore. Now, if you look back there in the very back of the sanctuary, we tucked them up into the trim right there, and I even had one of their guys come in and say, I don't know how y'all got that wire there, but that is awesome. So my men and their miracle work they do. And if you look in the top there, and that just fills in the back half. So with this sanctuary, those speakers right there, the mains will reach to about right here, but when we measured it by decibels, it got real quiet back here. So we did this as kind of enveloping, I don't want to call it surround sound, but we'll call it surround sound, and that does that. Check this out, we did choir mics up top, right? And with those, they did not want speakers hanging down because of all that beautiful woodwork. So if you'll look right there, we flushed in. Those are Klipsch called the Reference 5800s. They're 8-inch, but see how the grills are magnetic, and it allows them to stick up into the ceiling there and not be an eyesore. It really does blend so well with that beadboard that they have up there. They have made sure that they kept this as elegant as it was. And the sound quality, I mean, you can hear it. The sound quality is perfect. Martha Bowman Bass Road, you need to get over here and serve your Lord. This is awesome. All right, thank you so much for watching our show. Awesome. I can't tell you how proud I am of the folks that are invested in our company. I'm so very thankful to serve you. We love what we do. We just can't get enough of all the ideas that y'all come up with and our boys create and our gals create, and they make that happen. Now, let's not forget about service. Service is super important. We have service. We have in-store service, which means you buy local and we can service it and repair it. We don't carry a brand, period, that we cannot service. As a matter of fact, we've held out on one particular brand that I'm going to talk about next month that we just got awarded because we're going to be their service department for them. They've never let us have it, and we've never taken the brand until now. So there's a little surprise for next month. Now, the cool thing is in the custom installation for home and the custom installation for car and for business, especially like for wagers, you saw that we do LED lighting. A lot of folks don't know that we do that. We love that part of our business. We have a whole crew dedicated to anything you can possibly come up with. Price is easy, but service, that's the good stuff. Now, Psalms 19:7 says that all of God's words are perfect for reviving your soul. And what that means is when you have issues or you don't, when you go to Scripture, that Scripture was written by God to revive your soul, to give you energy so that when you're out there in the real world, you can walk the walk and not just talk the talk. We've talked about that so many times. I want you to know I've lived both ways. I said that the last time I was at this church, and I like this way a whole lot better. God is good. Come see us at Ken's in Macon. We're right.